Namaste. Somebody asked me a question whether secularity is appropriate or Hindu Rastra for India. I have been working for many years in Nepal on Hindu Rastra, and I have developed certain views within me. First of all, secularity seems to me to be absurd, a vague word. It only brings about quarrel. It is not good for any country whatsoever. Like if somebody asks me that you are an Indian, what is your food? I say dal, bhat, sabji, or roti, tarkari. Or what is your cloth? Dhoti, kurta. What are your gods and goddesses? I should say Shiva, Ram, Krishna. Thus, I have certain identity, Indian identity. But what is your religion? What sort of religion your country follows? In that case, I cannot say it is secular, nirapeksha, because it is of no meaning. What is nirapeksha? One thing cannot be owned by many people. The owner must be one or a group of people, and rest of the people can enjoy it, but cannot own it. So that way, nirapeksha or secularity seems to me to be useless. Somebody, suppose I call somebody, few people, 5 people, I call them by name, and I do not say my name, but lastly they ask that what is your name? We have said our name, but what is your name? I cannot say that my parents gave me no name, I have no name, I have no identity, I have nothing. That cannot be said. Every individual in this world must have an identity. A pen has an identity, a history. A spoon has an identity, a history. Which company it is made, where it is made, so on and so forth. A pencil has an identity. Exactly in the same way, every individual in the world has identity, and this identity must not be lost. Secularity means losing identity of the religious identity of the country. So that way, Hindu Rastra is appropriate and just, and because Hindus have been living in this subcontinent for thousands of years, for millions of years, and other communities came recently within this territory. That doesn't mean that they will share the fundamental right of the country. So fundamental right should go to the Hindu society because it is Hindustan, and rest of the people may come, stay under the law, under the regulation, and the country must have some Hindu laws. Like killing cow is not appropriate. Killing cow is not appropriate because cows we have been respecting, because rishis have taken the cow's milk, cow's ghee, they use for their worship, and cow's dung they use for the plastering houses and for farming, so on and so forth. So cow has been like mother to them. They were not having luxurious building or dairy milk. They would have directly from the cows, and they would have hundreds and thousands of cows. The disciples would take care of the cows and farming field. So that way, we respect cows. Cows should not be killed, and thereafter different other Hindu laws about marriage, about way of life, all these things should be there prevalent in this country, and nobody should interfere. Like Australia says that our country is a Christian country. Our country is a Christian country. We have a Christian culture, but if you want to stay here, don't interrupt into our culture. Don't interrupt into our culture. You stay with yours. You stay in the whatever you have. So in the same way, India should say that our culture is Hindu culture, and our language is Hindu language, Sanskrit language, and our gods and goddesses are Hindu gods and goddesses. Now, if you want to stay here in this land, do not interfere. This conversion is a very evil, I think it is an evil thing. So secularity is introduced by Christians in order to have religious conversion and to grab the land. It's a sort of shrewd political term. It is surely not good for a holy land, for a land where wisdom has developed and sprouted and developed and become a massive tree to give shade to the world. So I should say that Hindu Rastra is a must. There is no alternative, because without Hindu Rastra, the country will be troubled, and all the time troubled, and there is no redemption from it. That is my view. Namaste.